Best of SVG's People's Choice Awards for the best ice cream. Over 25 years of experience and keeping you satisfied. Not only in ice cream, but chalk ice, popsicles, ice cream cakes, servers, and much more. And remember,
what kind of bad word are you using there? Oh, you say?
I was gonna say,
Like I say,
he's the only person that can't step over that. Doesn't have the athletic prowess.
Oh. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. But there we go now. Okay. All right. What we doing now?
Sorry, I'm in a bad mood.
Wow. You want to see the moment over here?
I've been telling you all year, actually, since last year.
Dude, you're in fourth or fifth.
That Arsenal do not have what it takes to win the league.
Yes. In all fairness, yes.
I have been saying that.
Yeah.
Right? I've been consistent.
And you know what's funny in all of that? This is fifth place. Tell him first. You know,
Fourth place.
You're in fourth.
Fourth, yeah. Put some respect on it. I've been saying, and I've been saying, the March collapse that usually happens we haven't got to March yet, and they've already started collapsing.
Lots of games to play, Chris.
Lots of games to play.
Yeah.
If one of their opponents now wins every game, they lose.
They won't win every game.
They're not supposed to
because they gotta beat us.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
And
Well, we were talking about what ain't making any sense. I thought that was right. I thought that was right on target.
Hey, Scrambler.
No, it is Scrambler.
Oh, it is Scrambler.
Yeah, Baloo. I feel that the team is really disappointing. They can't hang out rally.
Why? Yeah.
I don't like to be that guy, Chris, that says I told you so. Because you know, Chris, that ain't me. You know, I'm not the kind that runs around telling you I told you so. But I told you so, right?
Jaga's in a bad mood. So let me just go on.
Anyway, let's go over to Trinidad and Tobago and Roadmarch 12. He's the all-time leader now.
Winners win.
12-time Roadmarch champ.
Somebody had a win. Somebody had to lose. Oh.
All right. Marshall told us he was going to do it. Marshall is clearly a competitor.
Psychic.
He goes all in. So it's sparked this debate, right? It sparked this debate about what is Road March. Is Road March, is it a campaign or is it about the song?
I think it's a campaign.
The organic
playing of what DJs essentially reflecting what the masqueraders want.
Campaign.
Now
it's a bit of both.
There are some videos out there which show, but like with anything negative, they'll show the part that people want to see, right, or the people who are preaching a certain story. So there are videos out there where basically Bungie's Roadman and Voices Can't Behave are the songs that are being used to kind of energize a crowd before they go on the stage. Mm-hmm. But encore is what was played crossing the stage,
which is the judging
point. Mm-hmm. And some people are saying that is a clear manipulation. There's even a video showing like a raise of hands which song you want, and I think I think the MC says 4 or 5 different songs, and
3. You go 3 of them.
Nah, it's more than that. There's another one.
He goes with Patrice and Teja.
No, but this is just a snippet of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you watch it, I think there's 4 or 5 he actually does, right?
Okay.
And again, Voice is the one that clearly wins, right?
Mm-hmm. What is the thing?
But in the end, in the finals tally, was at 171 to 123 or something like that?
Something so.
Yeah. So Marshall won pretty handsomely.
Yeah.
The question, and I think Bungie came in third with 90 something. So some people are saying, well, it's not fair, but other people will say, look, you know what I mean? It's like any political campaign.
You gotta work for it.
You gotta work for it. You gotta rally your troops. You gotta be strategic. They say marshals. You know, they did the free shows in the savannah, and he was the very last one.
Mm-hmm. Listen, man, strategy is strategy.
Strategy. Is it a case that the others don't strategize? Clearly, Bungie made a boo-boo.
Yeah.
Huge boo-boo.
Big time.
Yeah?
Big time.
He seemed to have turned off people when he stayed out.
But the thing is, if you're staying out, if from inception and the thing is staying out, then stay out. Don't come back a week before and get them whatever talk and then say, we're not going back in.
It was funny. Kubi had told me at the time, he says that was the death knell for Bungie there, because Roadmarch is so cultural in Trinidad. It's not really so cultural here, but in Trinidad it is very, very cultural. Right? And you know, as Machel did state, you know, I mean, people like the Olympics. They like to see a winner and a loser. They like to see the fight. Yeah, they like the race.
So if you're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out.
And the race is not just on those 2 days. The race,
it's a marathon.
Is all the weeks leading up.
Yeah.
All right. And listen, man, I mean, Machel campaigns.
Say what you want.
Voice campaign somewhat, but
But as big as he is, Machel is willing to do.
Machel is big.
Do the grunt work.
Ready, willing to do that grunt
Machel
work.
went by every doubles man,
Yeah.
every church, every school, every pundit, everybody, every interview.
Yeah.
Run on, run off, run in, run out.
And he's the biggest.
And he's the biggest. And who will refuse him? Who will say I can't run in there? Morning.
Bungie always have this kind of booge way towards them. You see people always get Machel, but Machel is more. You see Machel in Trinidad on the ground, especially during Carnival, walking through. And then I'm saying that Bungie cry too much. Every Carnival Bungie cry, but so come after. You understand? Okay, come now, man, to sing a song.
I don't think not every carnival.
Man,
look, clearly he was done wrong last time.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you can't have a judge still 2 hours to go say, nah, Machel won and that's it.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
Right. And be that.
I mean, Luther had a very similar case
Similar,
years ago with Soca Monarch, where one of the judges in the days leading up to Soca Monarch told him his song can't win.
It's just stripping us.
That's not your role. That's not your role. You're
It's
judging
just
on the night.
Yeah.
Yep. Morning.
You know, I hate about all this is someone like Machel or somebody who in any professional field, right? It's like people tend to want to dog you, like, oh, you had enough. Oh, you should bow now.
Yeah.
Oh, you should retire. Come on, let me retire when I feel like retire.
Yeah.
Let me bow out when I feel like
You beat me if you feel you're bad enough. Come and beat me. Yeah.
You beat me. Stop forcing me and telling me nonsense. Boy, must go home and sit down for do what? If I want to sing, walk or do anything till I 70, 80, 90 years old, that's my desire. That's why I choose that to do you. You know?
So long live fireman.
Yeah, man.
Long live fireman.
Yeah.
If you're bad enough, come and beat him.
Yeah, well.
Earn it.
Yeah. Bungie, if you're out, you're out. Don't wait until the last week to come and say, but you know what? I talk with my family. My family.
No, well, I think no. In fairness to him, I think what he was. I think he had every intention to stay out. Right, but
the public boy.
When your fans and your supporters are encouraging you to step,
think about your fans before you make a rash decision.
Morning.
Yeah, Bungie put his foot in his mouth. I mean, he apologized.
He put his foot in his mouth, yes.
Yeah, he put his foot in his mouth bad. Machel Montano has a nice video where he brought voice up on the truck in the end and they had a little celebration rally. He sang Garland song too. But the next thing that our caller just said there, right?
Yeah, but that's after you win, huh?
That's after you won, yeah. But Machel obviously has the blueprint, and people talk about Soca Mafia and things like that. That is the actual game. It's no different than the Grammys, or if you're Canadian, the Junos. It's no different than an Emmy or an Oscar. You got to work. If you're about this industry, I never had to ask for Fireman to take a break in order to beat him when, you know, me and Skinny were doing the thing in the graveyard. We beat him, and we beat him 7 times. I never had to beg for Fireman to come out to any business or ball
How
down
many
on
times
the
Fireman
media.
beat you?
3.
3.
Yep.
You both
3.
here. You both here.
I confident when I said 3. And we give him lick 7 times. But the point is, right? The point is, when the soca dance,
Wow, Kubi,
I take it the Skinny Fire partnership is over.
7 times, lick 7 times, lick, right? But the point is, I didn't have to beg. I didn't have to go on social media. I didn't have to cry. I didn't have to sit here and say, it's we time now. Let me through, please. Nah.
All right, so who was begging and crying on social media?
Well, this is the thing. Some of the other artists, and I'm not going to even say young artists in Trinidad, who don't take time to actually understand the game, that curiosity of understanding the game, don't understand it, so they don't get why voice Machel is Machel.
I do think though, right? There is a different way of looking at this, so, right? Where you could say, like, if you're in Voice's camp or Bungie's camp, that you could say, look, yes, we'll make our entry. We'll perform. We'll be all over the place. You know, we'll do the million shows. But it's not that important to me that I will do anything and everything to win.
I could see that.
Right? I do think there's a degree of nobleness about that as well. Right? I have a badass song. I presented it to the people.
Yeah, but that's
right?
not Trinidad.
Because
Trinidad, Luke,
because
that's
listen,
not Trinidad.
Right? The Soca Monarch, sorry, not the Soca Monarch, the Road March could actually be bought.
Not really.
And I'm not saying Machel has bought it, but it could be, Alex. It could be. You could literally put out that money and say, I want it.
Look, when Garland went on stage and he had to address that crowd, and he busted the freestyle, the energy and the upsetness from Trinidad people was real towards him, you know. He felt it instantly. It was a complete, let me just forget about heat. Road March is too significant to Trinidad people to cook it. You can only cook it by doing the things. Look, Machel went to court. Big man like Machel is a court ambassador, doing videos and telling people, send in your encore video and doing video inside court. So as I think it was Jeannie or Kwesi said, Machel is real on the ground and out there and doing stuff and pushing by any means necessary.
No, you're missing my point though, right?
No, but if that's the only way you could cook it, by working.
No, the point I'm making is that if the Road March is meant to be the most popular song for Trini Carnival, right? How they currently do it is not the most accurate way of determining that. How Road March is currently selected can be manipulated.
By play count.
You could do it. I mean, look, we all know how to do it. You could do it. If you're so inclined, you could do it.
Well, if it's all your DJs on the road and it's them and they...
you could do it. There is a way to manipulate, right? And I would advocate that we need to change how it's actually done. I think there's enough technology now where we could actually just literally assess, because you can't play not the most popular song throughout the day on your truck and not lose masqueraders, and those masqueraders are business.
That's correct. Well,
right?
But
if you have fixed judging points, you kind of can.
Well, the thing is in Trinidad, right, as we don't do here, you have to pay to enter Road March. Yeah. The next thing with the various bands too, the bands decide what you're crossing the stage with. It's not determined by a DJ.
Yeah.
So prior to that, you can campaign and you can tell Fantasy, you can tell Zuma, you can tell Tribe, you know, we're crossing the encore, and that's your politics. And then maybe you might say, boy, I go cut a few gigs, I will do your warm-up set for you and that kind of thing, and write it up and that kind of stuff. So that secures you, that kind of element. And then if you're trying,
so it's not really necessarily the people's song.
It's not really so.
Right? But what I'm saying is that you could put the technology in place.
Well, hold on. There's another consideration which I'm aware of, that even though DJs are playing the song and nothing is happening on the road, meaning that nobody's singing, it doesn't qualify as a count. I can tell you that when Tuco and them they do the count, if you play the song and it doesn't garner a reaction, that's why sometimes DJs just pull down and they monitor. There's ways to contest
Yeah,
it.
but that's so subjective.
I know it's subjective.
That is
It's
so
subjective.
subjective.
It's subjective. It is subjective.
I just think, right, that there are, if you want to avoid some of these allegations of bias, we need to embrace the technology and find ways of determining what it is. You know what I mean?
Congrats to Machel, man. He played the game well.
Yeah,
He did it well.
He plays the game well.
Let me not diminish him, man. It was a crazy video. It was a crazy effort. It was a crazy campaign. It was
and a good
crazy
song,
work.
in my view.
It was a good song. It wasn't trash. Masqueraders loved it. It wasn't like Masqueraders hated it. At some point, they just want to see somebody else win. They love Voice. Voice is their person. Bungie's their person. Bungie made a little fumble there. He apologized to Trini people. It was an interesting season in Trinidad. But don't diminish Machel. Don't diminish the guy, man. He did good. He did
ready for
real
Vincy
good.
Mass, 27th of June.
I am mean.
Yeah.